Hi, Chuck here. I'm finally getting the 2025 sorted out. Here I've got these nifty display things here I grabbed from Aldi. You can get 24 cars in each one, but it's not a very efficient way to store cars. I know two of these, I got 48 cars there, whereas I can fit 72 cars back into a case. A much more efficient way to store them. Plus, they get dusty in these displays, and really you only see the three cars in the front, which is kind of cool here because there's a treasure hunt in the front of both of them. But it's still not the best way to store cars. Anyways, now it's time to get them sorted through and continue with my videos about what's coming out. This one, I'm going to talk about what I found in the winter of 2025, which includes the first 4 color variations and 17 new collector numbers that I have here. So let's settle in and take a look at them. All right, let's start out with the new color variations, the first of 2025. Number 8, Mazda AutoZam in like a tan color. Previously out in red. It's kind of like bright red, and it's got the American flag symbol, and the tan one's kind of like desert colored. Yes, I don't know. That was the first car of last year's, the winner of the Legends Tour, that is. All right, next here, number 20, 21 Ford Bronco in yellow. Previously out in a flat gray color. I don't know. They're both. I don't know. I kind of like the first one. Well, the yellow one's not bad either. Kind of stands out. All right. And the third color variation, collector number 25, Max Steel in gray with some red wheels on it. Got a color flip here. It's kind of dark blue with golden wheels. Same Tampo work on it. Looks very different though, with that red and white flames. Looks very different from the red and orange flames. Kind of like that car. That's neat. All right, and the other color variation, for you Formula One fans have been waiting for this. Collector number 59. It's the Williams Racing Formula One car, which first one out is the Red Bull, and now Williams. I understand there's going to be a total of 8 variations of this Formula One, and well, a whole lot more coming during the year. All right, now for the new additions. All right. Collector number 101, Chevy Super Volt. The Volt, the electric car. In kind of a olive drab green here. Parachute on the back, ready for racing. That's car 101. One of my favorites, 103 TV series Batmobile. Kind of a silverly gray one with red highlights and trim on it. This is my favorite Batmobile. And this is a nice casting of it. It's not nice to see it in something other than black. All right. Number 105, flash back to the Acceleracers. RD06 in black, green trim. Green translucent wheels. Ooh. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Total fantasy car, but I did like the Acceleracers, and that was one of the racing drones. I like that. All right, next year, collector number 107, the Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition I think this came out last year. There was a collaboration between the Mattel designers and the Aston Martin designers. So it is a fantasy car, but kind of realistic looking. Pretty. There's some neat history there. It's a collaboration between the two companies. And you should know there is a golden super treasure hunt variation of this car, which looks pretty sweet. I think it's pretty nice as is. But I certainly wouldn't mind a super treasure hunt. All right, next here, collector number 108. Slide Burn, new for 2025, one for the pink collection. Fantasy car. Kind of neat. That's nice. Next, 109, Power Rocket, in a translucent light blue, orange base. Kind of like this car. It reminds me of a modern Jet Threat. Total fantasy car, of course. Now, here's one that isn't a fantasy car. Number 111, 58 Chevy Impala. Ooh, look at those white walls. No detail work on it, but a nice pinstripe trim job on it. Kind of a Spectra Flame black bronzish color. That's a pretty nice car. Any way you look at it, that's a nice one. All right, collector number 113, Ford Escort. Obviously a racing version of it with those headlights. Some colorful artwork on it. No detailing on it, but it's a nice racing Escort. That's nice. All right, next. New for 2025, collector number 114. Drift Ender. Blue, white, yellow, purple wheels. That's pretty wild looking. In the picture, it's got an X'd out headlight. I guess, yeah, it is X'd out there. Fantasy vehicle. Crazy little truck. 114. Next, 116. Slide Kick. Another fantasy car in gold. Some white trim on the wheels. A little white trim back there. All right. Next, collector number 117. This was new last year. Flipping Fast. One, you take it out, it's two-sided, and you grab it in the middle, and it's a spinner. It's kind of neat. Back when the spinners came out, my grandson had them. All right, collector number 118. Skull Shaker's back in a turquoise with some 5-spoke white wheels on it. So we'll take off on the Bone Shaker. All right, collector number 119. 91 GMC Cyclone. I believe that the Cyclone was the S10 pickup truck. Very small truck that they put a V8 engine in. So it's like driving a full-size go-kart. Very neat truck. Real truck. And here it is in violet. Light violet or purple maybe. That's pretty sweet. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Okay, next. Collector number 122. Range Rover Velar. Nice detailed front end there. And rear end. Solid black top. That's kind of nice. Kind of elegant looking. I like that one. That's 122, a Range Rover. All right, 123 from the Then and Now series, 2018 Honda Civic Type R. A detailed front end, Honda 3 Racing livery on it, no details on the rear end. There's one for the JDM crowd. That's a pretty nice car. I like that one. All right. Collector number 124. Futuroso. Hot Wheel fantasy car. Kind of, I don't know. Kind of like a Grand Prix race car. In silver there. Almost looks like a Zamek. Hot Wheel Race Day. Nice. And the final one here from the winter. New for 2025. Collector number 135. Long block. Fantasy car. Kind of didn't they come out with one last year? A short block or something. And this is very similar. The long block. Hot Wheel art car. C on the roof there. Art cars are always fun. You can spell stuff with them. But there you have it. The Hot Wheels from my winter finds in 2025. There was 17 new collector numbers and the first 4 color variations. I have lots more to show you coming up in future videos. Happy Hot Wheeling, everybody.